professor and deputy director of there's a UNC, Unit of Silent Mentor Program. That's very interesting. Faculty of Medicine, University of Malaya. May I now call on Dr.
Good morning, everyone. Thank you very much, Madam Co-Chair, for your very lovely introduction to me. And then also, I would like to thank the audience that who really wants to find out how the respect, what this is a respect is exactly, and how do we train the next generation to respect to our patients, not only OBGYN patients, and then, but also the other patients, whoever you meet in your life. My topic I choose is Silent Mentor Program, Medical Education in Humanistic Way. So you may want to know exactly what this is a silent mentor about this, but in between the lectures you will get the understanding more. And first of all, I would like to thank to AOFOG to request me to speak on this lecture, and particularly Mr. President, Dr. Ravi, personally requested me to speak on this lecture. And then also I would like to thank to Dr. Rohana, and who always supported me throughout from the AOFOG. And with this AOFOG conference, then I'm very glad to meet my teachers again, who make me more mature, Professor Navi Hacker and Professor Sampaiko, and then also, of course, everyone knows Professor Sa Arukumaran and Prof. Siva. So I always start with this acknowledgement first, because at the end of the lecture we will be rushing and we cannot thank enough to the people who I really have to thank. I'm graduated from University of Medicine 1 Yangon, and I'm alumni of it. And then I took my master degree in University of Malaya, Malaysia, and then I had some training in Oxford University. So from here, I'm standing in front of everyone, and I'm from here that I really thanks to my teachers who make me to become to this stage. I really thanks to them. And without these two people, again, a special gratitude to Professor Domyamya from University of from Myanmar Medical Universities. He's a mentor of every one of us from here from Myanmar. And then of course the Prof. Siva, that you met him, during the award giving ceremony who cited Prof. Arukumaran. So I took this picture on that day. So this, because of these two people, and I'm here. So I'm representing two countries, and of course my motherland, my mother country, Myanmar, and then also I'm representing Malaysia, that which I was trained and I worked for 20 years contributed to the University of Manila. It's a very brief introduction about that. Using the body, the dead body, for the medical training education. This is not a new one. That been for many years and many decades that the people are using, the formalin soak and bound body, in a medical education. So we learn anatomy. When we were a medical student, we learn all these formalin soaked body. So this is having going on, throughout the world until now. But the sad thing is that because the people less donate body, so even now, overseas medical universities, West, East, they've been using this formalin soaked body, and for one body it's like a 10, 15 years, and then the lecturers dissected, and then put back into the formalin tank. And then, it's like the students, not like our days, we have a chance to, dissect on our own, but it is not in this generation. So what happened that students not really learn a true anatomy, and then they don't have a chance to feel the touch of the human nature. And because of this less the donated body, and the people are, developing all these mannequins and plastic models, and of course the uterus and pelvic models, yeah. And in fact, the plastic models on the table, you can get it, and even with the computerized, the touch screen that student can learn. And in fact, for the advanced surgical training, then you can put a scope in a mannequin and you can see through the screens that, what you're supposed to see, in a real patient. And then of course, laparoscopic trainings and so on. And, but everyone in this hall agree with me that touching the human body, that's the experience, how we learn. It is totally different, that nowadays the students, how they learn from the mannequin. And these mannequins touch is not, that there is no connection, no emotion. And this is how our next generations are happening. And they are less talking to the patients, less emotion to the patient. It's too much of technical things that, so that's why in this morning session, we will be talking about how we make it, this next generation to be respectful persons, to our patients, men, women, children, then all our patients around the world. How can we train them? In fact, in the surgical training in the different centers, they have a part of the body, you can import it. But even in the subspecialties training like this, and it's like they dissect on this part of the body, and these bodies, I'm sorry, these bodies, they don't have identification, and we don't really know from which country imported, whether how they get it, these bodies and tissues. The people are even, this generation of who are doing subspecialties, they don't respect it at all. So this is silent mental concept. It is a concept that started from Taiwan City's University. And this is silent mental, why we call it, we don't call them as a dead body, I'm sorry. We call them teachers, we call them mentors, we call them silent mental. They are silent, but they've been giving us a lot of the messages and words for all of us. They've been silent, but they spoke very loudly to us, believe me. So when the Dhamma Master Cheng Yen, she mentioned that the greatest suffering in the life is the illness. If the doctor can save more lives by learning from our donated bodies, that will be of great worth. The silent mental program is in a university, it came from a city's university from Taiwan. Yeah, and actually we started this program 2012, and then I've been started promoting since that point. So the objective of the silent mental program is to promote the social trend of the body donation for the medical training and the research in a multicultural and multi-faith society, not only in Malaysia, not only in Myanmar, in a different part of the world. that I've been now directing towards. Yeah. To enhance the standards of the medical education and also the research, and then also to facilitate the development of the excellent ethics and humanity. This is the core value of this program among the medical and healthcare professionals and providers. So this is the Silent Mental Center of University Malaya that we've been now on a 6 or 7 years in line. It is a very small room. It is only a half part of this hall. But we did a lot. From this 2012, we received 1,000 over pledges who signed want to donate their body when they depart the world. And we already received 116 mentors to our center after they departed. And 107 the mentors initiated. It means we have used them. So we have conducted until the last month 28 silent mental workshops, and then over 1,000 of the medical students from private, from government universities of Malaysia, and then not only from the Malaysia, from private and government. In fact, we invited medical students from University of Medicine One Yangon, and they took part in this program as well. And then also the subspecialties training, and the people from different parts of the world, they came and learned about all these subspecialty trainings. Then I have a long list of the subspecialty trainings that you can do. You can learn everything and anything about your dissections and surgical skills. And one of which is the laparoscopic gynecological surgery and neurosurgeries, and many more trainings that you can learn as much as you can using their donated bodies. So how do we conduct? And actually, it's like the students, medical students can apply online, before the actual workshop. Then when the mentors came, within 6 hours of departs or the death, the family member called us, oh, my father, my mother, my beloved one has passed away. So that we receive the teachers within 6 hours of death. So let them have a big kind of emotion, let them have a kind of, the respect started from this. So we call the medical students, from the hostels. They came, and then we very first thing we do, pray, silence prayer for 1 minute. Whatever you believe in your religious, doesn't matter. The most important is silent. It is a core value again for 1 minute. And after that we clean, and we clean with just alcohol, and then we clean everything, the dirt from our teachers, and after that we put deep freeze to -18, without any medicine, any formalin, without anything. We just directly deep freeze. But we confirm that they already departed. That's 6 hours. So we assign the students and one teacher, one mentor for 8 to 10 students, and then we put it in a different students from different universities, so that they can team up themselves from the different universities. And then we let them the home visit, and ask the students, let the students to ask a family member let the family member to tell about the life stories, and then of the mentors or the teachers, and then how they want to affiliate to this program, and what is their the intention, and what is the expectations from the medical students. So we travel throughout the country, and then we get into the histories, and then nature. So we tour when the workshops come, and then we tour from the deep freezer directly, and then all this done by the students, not by the workers from that section room, and not a general worker. So it's like all done by the students, and then we do silent prayer. So it's like the concept is that whatever we do, we we make sure that we have 1 minute silent prayer before we do anything to our teacher. And of course, yeah, we transfer the mentors to the anatomy hall with the help of, help of us and then all the students. And so it's like pouring -18 from Sunday, and then it can make it to melt down the ice, and then that will be ready by Wednesday. And we have a brief introduction sections of the teachers, and then also to the family members. And we prepare our teachers, on the day in the morning initiation ceremony and a Wednesday early morning. That's all done by the students to their respective teachers. And initiation ceremony, that will be with their whatever they believe in their religious. And then also we make it at the last view by the family members. Yeah. And the surgical skill training and the medical students, we start conducting in the evening. And again, the silent prayer, we include the surgical suturing, intubation, and then also testing insertion and CB-line insertions, and surgical anatomy and dissections of whatever the students would like to learn. That is very special to them. And I already mentioned about ONG specialist workshop, and we did a laparoscopic surgery training. You can see the tissues are as fresh, like as if they are alive. Urogyney workshop and all the finishing, including, just give me a few minutes more. And end of these sessions, and this happened on the Saturday. Then students, they cling back and they dress up back their own teachers. Yeah, whoever they assigned for that. So you can see the students are very disciplined, very respectful to their teacher. In the gratitude ceremony on the Sunday morning, and then the student actually, they lost their words when they are speaking. They were speaking how they love and they respect to their teachers. They lost the words. And these are the family members, they give some speech, and this is how the family member sacrifice, they turn their loss to a gift to the society. And the sending off ceremony is led by the students, and then also to the crematorium. And allow me a few slides from the Myanmar. At this Silent Mentors program, now we initiated in Myanmar, that we've been doing this a respectful anatomy dissection, but in the appreciation ceremony is started now in Myanmar. And University of Medicine 1 Yangon, we started in 2017. Then we started on all this dissection and the fresh cadaver. University of Medicine 2 Myanmar, and make it in a different way. And University of Medicine Mandalay Myanmar, and in the cadaveric surgical training center. And this is their way of appreciation. And Magwe is the one who really come to University of Malaya and then learn how we conducted, and Tangji and Defense University. So the teacher's perspective, they thought that is very, very useful, and then that's the generosity it is of the silent mentors is really inspiring to the trainer as well. And then students and the appreciation, and they promise that the experience they learn from the teachers, and whatever they say, they left the message they will bring throughout their career. So the good doctor inspired by the mentors, and then deepest gratitude to the selfless mentor. And last, my 30 seconds, this is a final wish. Anytime I spoke a lecture on this silent mentor, I always quote this, the words of the mentors, they left it. Dear doctors and students, put 1,000 times on my body, I will not be painful. Dear doctors and students, even you put a wrong knife on my body, I will forgive you. But my dear medical students and doctors, please never ever put a wrong knife to your patient throughout your career. And that I thanks to them. Thank you very much for listening.
Thank you, SILAY. SILAY wants you to know that she can be contacted if anybody wants to hear more information or lectures from her. Thank you, SILAY.
Thank you so much.
May I now call, we're really pressed for time. May I call now